People often thought Grace was much older than she really was. But whenever she looked at Nathan, she found his chin to keep going. There were no mobile phones in the village. Then the one small phone she was given from the city, she had sold it to buy clothes for Nathan. There was no internet in rural homes. No easy way to find someone living 100 kilometers away. Grace has no address for it. She only knew he had come from KwaZulu-Natal, and that he had been studying medicine in Johannesburg. As the years passed, finding him became almost impossible. Every birthday, Grace would sit beside Nathan. Beneath the old marula tree, she would smile and say, "I'm sure your father is studying very hard. The day will come when he becomes a doctor. He doesn't know you exist. But if he did, I know he would love you." Nathan listened quietly. He never asked why his father wasn't. He simply believed his mother. 9 years later, Nathan had grown into a bright, respectable little boy. He loved books like his mother. One evening, as they shared a simple supper of pap and vegetables, Nathan looked up and asked, "Mom, do you think my father is still in school?" Grace smiled gently, then looked toward the fading sunset. "Nathan, my son, I'm sure by now your father is treating patients. He has probably become the doctor he always dreamed of being." Nathan smiled proudly. "Then one day I'll meet you." Grace forced a smile, but deep inside she wondered if that day would ever come. While one man unknowingly building his future, a young mother quietly sacrificed his, and a little boy kept loving a father he had never met. Years passed. Every sunrise found Grace working, but every sunset found her exhausted. She had only one purpose: to give Nathan the life she never had. Her hands became rough, her shoulders ached every day. But whenever someone asked why she worked so hard, she simply smiled. "My son must stay in school." Nathan was growing into a respectful young boy. He was intelligent, kind-hearted, and just like his mother, he dreamed of a better future. Grace often looked at him and whispered, "One day you will become someone great." But while Nathan was growing stronger, Grace was growing weaker. It started with a cough that refused to disappear. Then came chest pains. She often became short of breath after walking only a short distance. Some days she felt dizzy. Other days she collapsed from exhaustion. The nearest hospital was many kilometers away. Transport from the village was difficult. Most days she simply endured the pain. When she finally reached the local government hospital, she was given medication to ease her symptoms, but she could not afford to see a specialist. No one knew the real illness hiding inside her body. Grace had unknowingly developed pulmonary embolism. Pulmonary embolism is a serious medical condition in which blood blocks one of the arteries in the lungs. The blockage prevents blood from flowing properly through the lungs, forcing the heart to work much harder. Without prompt diagnosis and treatment, it can damage the lungs, weaken the heart, and become life-threatening. Grace never knew she was living with such a dangerous condition. Months passed, her condition worsened. She began coughing blood. Her breathing became painful. Even simple house chores left her gasping for air. Still, she refused to stop working. Nathan needed food. Nathan needed school books. Nathan needed a future. Nathan was now 13 years old. He had just entered grade 8. It should have been the beginning of a new chapter. Instead, it was the darkest year of his life. One cold winter morning, Grace suddenly collapsed inside their small house. Blood stained the floor. Nathan screamed for help. Neighbors came running, but there were no ambulances nearby. The village was far from the hospital. Everyone searched desperately for someone with a vehicle. After what felt like forever, the local farmer agreed to drive them to the district hospital. Doctors examined Grace. Her condition was critical. She needed emergency treatment and specialized seizure available at Elijah Hospital. The family had no money for transport, accommodation, or many of the costs that came with getting advanced care. Every minute mattered, but poverty had already stolen too much time. Grace's weakened body could no longer fight.